In the ancient valley of Ila, two great armies faced each other, ready for a war that would decide the fate of nations. The Philistine army had a secret weapon, a giant of a man named Goliath. He stood over 9 feet tall, clad from head to toe in heavy bronze armor. For 40 days, he stepped out and roared, his voice echoing across the valley, mocking the terrified soldiers of Israel. He challenged them to send out a champion to face him in single combat, but no one dared. Fear had paralyzed an entire army. Meanwhile, far from the battlefield, a young shepherd boy named David was watching over his father's flock. He was the youngest of his brothers, often overlooked, but his heart was full of courage and a deep faith in God. When he brought supplies to his brothers at the battlefront and heard Goliath's taunts, he wasn't afraid. He was indignant. "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine," he asked, "that he should defy the armies of the living God?" While King Saul and his soldiers saw an unbeatable giant, David saw an opportunity for God to show his power. He refused the king's heavy armor, saying he wasn't used to it. Instead, he walked toward the stream, his shepherd's staff in hand. He knelt and carefully selected 5 smooth stones, placing them in his shepherd's bag. With just his sling and his unshakable faith, he began to walk toward the fearsome giants. Goliath laughed, insulted that they sent a boy to fight him. But David's reply was full of conviction. "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty." As Goliath moved in for the kill, David placed a stone in his sling and began to whirl it. He let it fly, a single, small stone soaring through the air. It struck the giant squarely on the forehead, sinking into his skull. The colossal warrior stumbled and fell face down on the ground with a thunderous crash. The Philistine army stared in stunned silence. Their champion defeated the Israelite army, moments before, crippled by fear, let out a massive roar of victory and charged. That day, a shepherd boy taught the world that it's not the size of the giant you face, but the size of your faith. True strength comes not from armor or weapons, but from a belief in something greater than yourself. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories of courage and faith.